Welcome back, guys. My name is Sobi, and I'm glad that I can be here right now. It's late in the evening, my kids are sleeping, and I found the time to make the new tutorial about the products. So today's topic will be products, and it will be interesting. We will describe some concepts and how we can develop further our project. Before diving into the development process, I would like to thank you for your time and your subscribing habits. I've reached 130 subscribers, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you for taking your time and believing in me. And also, I hope that I can deliver more frequently and a better content for you from now on. Also, I'm listening to your suggestions in the comment sections, and I would like to ask if there are different suggestions or topics that are interested for you. Please write it down in the comments and let me know what is interesting for you, or how can I help you with that. So let's dive into the products and see what we have developed until now. So we have the IDE here open, and let's open our page. It's API-p.test. And also on the admin panel, lately we've made the brand section, which you remember. We can create the brand, remove the logo, and add the new logo, but you can develop this further as you would like. But for now, we will go to the product section. So I'm keeping the same design pattern as the other sections, as you can see. But for now, let's create a new product. And we will clone somehow a product from Adidas. Okay, let's see these shoes, these running shoes, for example. Save the image. Okay. And let's see that. Okay, we need to create a brand, which we'll call Adidas, but not Originals. Let's change the name from Originals to Adidas. Adidas or Adidas. I don't know how you spell it correctly. Okay, let's create a new product name. It will be brand SKU. I'm not sure what the SKU is for this one, but I believe so that it's HQ949. Okay, the category, for example, this one. And let's say the price. The price will be, for example, 100 euros, but the sale price, because they have lots of margins, it will be 230. Quantity 500 pieces. Okay, and let's see the description if we have any. They have a better description, but we will go and copy only this small one because I didn't implement yet a editor for this one. So a text editor like Voila or any other TinyMC, so on. And on the other hand, we have two checkboxes, which is featured if the project is featured in a category or on the homepage, and if the product is active or inactive. Okay, let's keep this one active. And from now on, we can create a new product. And our new product is created here, as you can see. Okay. And we can open the product, edit it. For example, let's make it this, the Adidas. It's great, but it's a bug. I should change it in update. But for now, I can also upload images. So I've implemented Drop.js for this. And let's select the downloads to get the new image, which I've downloaded now. I'm not sure if the WebP is working. Okay, it's working. And the product image has appeared here. Okay, so this is the basic functionality. On the next episode, we will discuss a new tab here for the attributes. But for now, let's just discuss about the products. So I may delete the product. this is in work in progress. I will delete the image, and the image is also deleted from the database, but also from the storage disk, which will explain it in this video. Okay, so the create method, we have the add method. So let's open the project files. We have a controller, product controller. We have a product images controller. We have a product model. We have a request, store product request, update product request. Then we have a provider, not provider, sorry, repository for the product. And I think that's it. Let me just think about it. I think that's it for now. And also, of course, on the repository service provider, we've registered our product contract and product repository. So the contract is a simple interface which describes our methods for the repository, for the product repository, and by which we can define all the methods in our controller or service. In our case, the repository. Okay, let's optimize this. Okay, so let's start from here. So these are all my files which I've implemented for the backend, because on the front end we have the Vue.js side. We'll dive into that later. So first of all, we've created a contract with all our methods and all our requirements for each method. Then this contract was implemented in the repository service provider for the product repository class, okay, which extends the base repository, which accepts the model of the product. Okay, not everything is finished yet, but we may finish it. Okay, if we have defined product by ID, which returns a find or fill of the basic Eloquent functionality, because this comes from the extend base repository. Then we have the create product, which accepts an array, which collects it and saves the product. We can do this without collection also. We can use request all, request if you would like to, all, except token, or whatever you would like. Okay. Okay, let's continue this. And if we have a category selected or more categories, we sync them with this command, this method. So we have the relationship of categories. Each product has the relationship for categories. As you can see, it belongs to many. Then we sync the IDs. This is an array, and if there are multiple IDs, we will sync it and return the product. Then we have the update product, which accepts an ID and the parameters. Find the product by ID, and if it has categories different than the other one, they will sync it. And delete, it's a simple delete method. Now we have also the product controller, which has multiple repositories injected, as you may see here. And we have the product index. So the product index is this file, this path, which shows us all the products defined in our database. Okay, we get the filter method because we can filter by Adidas, for example, and we have the product. But also when we deliver the products, we load the relationships. I've choose this way because for me it has more logic. We could do this here also. For example, with images and so forth, so on. But I like to do this way sometimes. Then we render the inertia page with on the list view component. We load the filters, which is this one, and then we load all our products which have been found for the specified filter query. Now let's go to the list view file. So it's a simple view component, and here we have different methods. So let me just arrange this a bit. Okay, search, throttle. Okay, so we define the props, which are the products, and the filters from here, these two. Okay, then we have the form, which is reactive. We have the search and the thrashed. Is this one, because we can say only we thrashed or only thrashed. Okay, then we have the reset method, which resets all the form values, and we have the watch throttle. Throttle helps us to enter a few words or keys and send the request after, for example, 1 second. You can use also for this debouncing, but I prefer this way because it's easier to use, and it has a better functionality. Okay, and we use the watch deep through to watch all the nested components or variables. Then it's a simple table which holds all the products. Okay, and each of these has a logo if it has, but this remains from the brand. Okay, but we may delete that. It's also not appearing. Good. Okay, the logo is null. Now we have the status, everything. So let's change this into not active. And if we go back, refresh, now we have an error. Let's see which. Okay, I've made an error here. Okay, and now it's not active. If we activate it again, everything will be active. Good. So this is the index method. The create method, we will list all the brands and all the categories and render the new file. We may use this method or the compact method. We may use also, let's show another way. The compact is a PHP method. So we may use also brands and categories instead of this one. It's doing exactly the same thing. Okay, as you can see, it's the same thing. Refresh is the same thing. So compact is a smaller helper, but it's a smaller footprint for your code. So we may use this. Okay, let me just. Okay, this is exactly the same as the above line. Good. And for the store, we have a product request, which we have our own rules for each of the attributes or fields. One mention for the brand ID and the category ID, they must exist in the brands table and the categories table by their ID. We cannot create something that is not exists. For example, we cannot create a product that does not exist or a brand that does not exist for this product. And also we make sure that the SKU, the stock keeping unit, it's unique in our database, because you may not have two products with the same SKU in the system. It's not logic. Okay, then we store the product. If everything is validated, this we don't need that. Everything is validated. We use the parameters except the token if we have that. and create the product through our repository, product repository, repo, and the create method. Create. Okay, so we have the creation method which we've reviewed earlier. Okay, we return back with success. Product has been created. The edit, it's a new method which will load all our product. We will load the product even if we have it here. I choose to make this. It's not necessary. We have the brands, the categories. For why we have this? We have this because when we edit a product, we should be able to change the brand and the category. For example, let's create a new category of running shoes. Okay, add new. I think I didn't finish this one. Let's add a new one here from categories, and let's insert a new running shoes. Okay, sorry. 0, it will be here. Running shoes. And let's now. Okay. So we have the running shoes. Let's go to the products and our last product and select running shoes. Okay, so now we have the category of running shoes and the brand Adidas. Okay, we may delete this one. Also, we load the categories and the images for this one because we may be able to upload the images and delete them and return the products, the brands, and the categories. But if you remember, we can use compact product, brands, categories. It's exactly the same thing. We have the delete logo, which is from the brands. We may delete this one. We have the update, is the same logic, and we have the destroy method. So basically it's the same functionality that is at the attributes, the brands, and the categories. Differences we have in the front end for the Vue.js part. And I would like to mention something about the Vue.js Dropzone, because I've encountered an interesting issue which I didn't know how to solve it with Inertia.js. Typically it's not an issue because it's easy to fix it on the simple Vue project. But being the first time for me using this Sanctum and Laravel Breeze with Inertia.js, I didn't know how to send or how to retrieve the cookie, the CSRF token, to send it with the upload method of the Drop.js. So let me go to the edit view component. This is the edit component for a product, as you can see here. Let's copy a new image for our running shoe. So I've prepared 3 images and let's upload them. So we are selecting these last 3 images, upload it, and it will upload it to the product. Okay, so we have the 3 images. So for this to work, Laravel accepts a CSRF token, and this token, it's for security reasons, and we have to send that to the server. It's easy to do this on a simple Vue project, but during Laravel Breeze and Inertia.js, I couldn't make it easy. So I've looked into the Drop.js source code, and I saw the events which I could use it and do a computed property for the active CSRF token to be sent to with the request, with the upload request. So let me just show this to you. So I've made the new, I've imported the Dropzone library. Okay. Then I've made the custom preview, which it's a preview down here. If we upload an image, you will see that it's a preview. Okay, and also it's uploaded here. Then I've made the URL route from Ziggy, which accepts the URL URL and the product ID. This is the product route. Sorry, without the admin. And you can see that we have the route, the post method. We have the route resource, which is the create, update, delete methods, and the index method. Then we have the method, it should be post. I've set the parameter for the file which it's uploaded. It will be name. And also the preview container with credentials true. I think it's working without this one also. Let me check this one. Okay, yes. And it's working without that one. I'm not using that. We can upload parallel 2 products, 2 images, and maximum of 4 files. And the trick was here to use the XSRF token. So for this, what I've done, we have the init method from this drop zone. And then we had onDrop. OnDrop is exactly when the method, when the library accepts when I release this image on the drop method. Okay, it's called the event drop. And now I made a function which gets the token from our Sanctum, and this automatically loads the token into a cookie in our browser. And at that moment, I've get the token, but on success, get the token, and after that, because the token, it's a computed property, you will see that I'm taking the token and automatically send it as a header. So this way, Laravel accepts my token and uploads the images. Okay, and on success, we get the images which we've uploaded. And this is how it's working. So it's pretty straightforward. And I've made also the delete buttons, because when we hover on the image, we may delete the images. And this is the model which should delete the image. So let's just make it quickly. Confirmation model, it's called. And we may add const model config. Let's use a reference, and it will be title. It will be a string, my confirmation model. What do we have here? The text confirmation. Let's say the body. My confirmation model body text. Confirm button text and the cancel button text, it will be cancel. Okay, but we may use this as an exposed option or reference, and let's go and change this. So we have the title somewhere here, deactivate account. Let me just check this one. Deactivate account. It will be model config.title. Okay, and model config.body. Model config.body. And now we have the 2 buttons left. Model config confirmation button text, and for the cancel, model config cancel button text. So everything is changed. But for example, let's use this one, and on the product images we have the delete method. Delete. So for the delete method, I've made some modifications. I've used the confirm event on the confirmation model. Let me just show it to you. So we have the confirmation model. I've defined the confirm on click and the cancel on click methods. So for this, let's open this. So we are emitting an event of the image value, we've emitting the confirm event and close the model. Also for the cancel, we emit this one. And then we expose the image, which the image is defined as a reference. And we set the image here when we open the model. Not here, sorry. Delete confirmation, we have the confirmation model value image, okay? And we send the image, the object of this image, and when we delete it, we get the confirm. And for this, we've used this method. The confirm event will fire the do-delete method. So then we have the Axios delete, and if this, let's put this on success. 1 second, success. I'm not sure why this is not working. Finally, sorry. Or let's keep it this one, and then use the response. Okay, variable. If response status equals 200, then let's delete this one. Okay, and let's check this out. So we're uploading some dummy images, for example, these 2 images. Okay, they are uploaded, as you may see, they are there. And let's delete these images. Okay, we have the delete image model, confirmation, cancel is doing nothing, but if we confirm it, it's deleting the image. Let me just prove this to you. We will open this image in our browser. Okay, it's a big image. And if we delete this, as you may see, it's gone from its relations. But also if we refresh it, the image, it's gone from our storage disk. So this is how it's working. Also, we may do some interesting thing. We have the migration. I'm just thinking about this now. We have the migration file. Let's create a new migration file. Let's call it migration, and add main to images table. Okay, and change table. So what I'm thinking about, we will add a new link under each of the images, and we will define which image we want to be the main image on our listing page. So table boolean, it will become main default false. Okay, and let's add this after product images. After the product ID. This will be after product ID. Okay, and it will be called product images table. Also, let's change the migration file, add to product images table. Okay, and table drop column main. Okay, let's run the migration. PHP API. Okay, Docker compose. We have multiple Docker images. Let's take this one. Docker compose exec it bash. Docker compose. What? I'm not sure why it's not working. Docker compose exec. Something like that. I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, let's do it from our services tab, services, hide the notifications, and we have the public API. And let's go into the terminal, PHP artisan migrate. Okay, I know that there is a command docker compose app exec app PHP artisan migrate. Also, we have this same command, it's doing the same thing. I try to enter the console from this other side. Okay, clear. Okay, so now if we refresh, we will see that we have the main. Also, let's open the product image. And cast the main as a boolean. Okay, boolean. Okay, also the fillable, it will be main. And let's create a new method in the product images controller. And it will be called set main. Public function set main, set as main. Okay, we'll use a product ID. Yes, product ID and image ID. Okay. What? I'm using Google GitHub's Copilot methods here, and it's doing some interesting logic. It's getting the product, it's getting all the images, updating main to false, and then it's selecting all the images, all the image ID from here, and updates the main to true. But interesting. This is really clever. Okay, let's try this. Web.php and add a new set main. Set as main. Set main. Okay, so now this should work. And also let's go here and create a new method. I think I will move these up a bit because it's a bit confusing for me. Perhaps here. Okay, let's get a new method. Also, you should go up here before the functions. Okay, and let's create a new function. Function set as main. It will be called I only need the ID. Okay, Google Copilot, GitHub's Copilot, it's doing again lots of things. And let's test it out. Okay. First of all, I have to know which one is the main product, main image. So for this, we have the images, and also if we hover over this, let's add a new div. Instead of delete, set main. Okay, and set as main. And let's add a margin top empty of 3. Okay, and it will be Z10, but this will be Z20. Delete. Okay. Okay. And it will be opacity 0, but inset 0, Z20, this will be 10. Set as main. Let me just figure this out somehow. opacity 100. Z20, I'm not sure. Okay, let's set as main. Okay, let's keep it simple. I'm not wasting any more time. So let's create a new div, set as main, class, it will be text XS. It will be font semi-bold, text gray or black, 50 opacity. Okay, and let's make this one small. And also center the text. Okay. And also cursor pointer. So this is how it should look. And also we will make this appear only when hovering. So it will be class group. And it will be text. Okay. Margin top of 2. And also opacity of 0 and group hover opacity 100. As you may see, we have set as main. And also when we hover over this, it should be font only on group hover. But otherwise, it will be text base. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. And the text blue or indigo 600. 600. Okay. As you may see, it's working pretty nice. And let's do the okay, indigo 600. And when we click this one, we should go to set as main. So at click, it will be set as main and image. Okay, so let's see what happens in the backend. So set as main, it will go admin set as main does not exist. Let's see what do we have in the web routes. So products images set main. Okay, and let's go here. And it will be like this, product ID, image ID. Let's refresh the page, images set main. Okay, so we have a method not allowed because it's a post request, and here we have as a delete request, as I believe so. Let's change it on post. Let's check it again. And it worked. And let's see if this image, it's main. As you can see, it's main. If we change this one, it main, the other one will be 0, and this one, it will be 1. And also let's say if we have a main image, it should have a greater border. Okay. So let's add a condition here. It will be class equals border for if image main equals true. Okay. And you can see that we have the main image. But I think I should add this on the image itself. Okay, yes. As you can see, we instead of blue, we may make it a bit green, and border, I think it's enough, 3 pixels. Or not. Okay, so now we have the main image. Okay, so this is our main functionality. We've made the images, the uploads, and also we set the delete and the delete method for the images. And also we have the set as main, which sets the main image for the product. And this product will be, this image will be featured on the product page or the product listings. So thank you for watching this tutorial with me, and I hope you could take something interesting out of it. And let me know in the comments what would you like me to do better or differently, and I will keep you posted on these ideas. Thank you and have a good night. Cheers.